Many people ask me the same question: is it too late to start accumulating assets? Especially gold. They do not ask with curiosity. They ask with fear. Fear of buying at the top. Fear of being late. Fear that others already took all the opportunities. Today, I want to say this clearly: it is not too late. It has never been too late to accumulate assets. The real problem is not timing. The real problem is hesitation. People who truly understand asset accumulation never ask this question. They simply start. Asset accumulation is not about getting rich fast. It is not speculation. It is not gambling. Asset accumulation is a long-term mindset. It is the process of converting labor income into lasting value. Income disappears when you stop working. Assets continue to exist. That is the difference. Most people work their entire lives. Very few people own assets. This is why most people remain financially stressed. Hard work alone does not create wealth. Ownership does. Wealth is built quietly, not loudly. Money itself has no real value. Paper money is based on trust. Trust in governments. Trust in systems. History shows us something important, that trust always weakens over time. Inflation is not an accident. Inflation is a design. Every year, your money buys less, even if you do nothing wrong. Doing nothing is already a loss. Saving cash without assets is silent poverty. You just do not feel it immediately, but you will feel it eventually. Prices rise. Salaries struggle to keep up. Your effort stays the same. Your purchasing power declines. You are taught to study hard. You are taught to work hard. You are taught to be loyal. But no one taught you how to own assets. Labor income is limited by time. You only have 24 hours a day. Assets are not limited by time. Assets work when you sleep. Assets work when you rest. Assets work when you are sick. You cannot work forever. Your body will age. Your energy will decline. Your opportunities will shrink. Assets protect your future self. Without assets, you are exposed, completely exposed. Most people do not hate assets. They hate patience. Asset accumulation is boring. It is slow. It is quiet. There is no instant reward. Society celebrates consumption, new cars, new phones, new lifestyles. Asset builders look average, sometimes even poor. But they are building foundations, while others are renting appearances. Consumption gives emotion. Assets give freedom. Most people choose emotion. Few choose freedom. Gold was never designed to make you rich overnight. Gold was designed to preserve value. Thousands of years have proven this. Empires collapsed. Currencies disappeared. Governments failed. Gold remained. Gold does not depend on promises. Gold does not depend on trust. Gold does not need permission to exist. Gold cannot be printed. Gold cannot go bankrupt. This is why wealthy people always hold gold. Not all their wealth, but a portion, as insurance, as protection. In times of stability, gold feels boring. In times of crisis, gold becomes essential. When uncertainty rises, money looks for safety. Safety looks for gold. This cycle repeats throughout history. Gold is not emotional. Gold is logical. Gold does not promise growth. Gold promises survival. Survival comes before growth. Too late for speculation. Not too late for accumulation. If your goal is quick profit, you are gambling. If your goal is preservation, you are investing. Time in the market beats timing the market. People who say it's too late said the same thing 10 years ago. They are still waiting. Waiting feels safe. But waiting costs the most. Every year you delay is a lost year of compounding. People with stable income, people who value security, people who understand risk, people who think long-term. Gold is not for excitement. Gold is for discipline. Gold is for protection. Gold is for balance. Gold is not everything, but gold is necessary. Start before you feel ready. Consistency beats intensity. Never borrow to accumulate. Control your emotions. Think in years, not days. Asset accumulation rewards patience. Impatience is expensive. Discipline is profitable. Silence is powerful. Time is your ally. The best time to accumulate assets was years ago. The second best time is today. There is no perfect moment, there is only a decision. Either you start, or you keep watching. Wealth does not announce itself, it grows quietly. The question is no longer is it too late, the real question is will you begin? Time is the only asset everyone receives equally. You cannot save time, you cannot borrow time. You can only decide how to use it. Most people trade time for money. Very few people trade time for assets. This single difference changes everything. When you are young, time feels unlimited. When you are older, time becomes priceless. Asset accumulation is simply respecting time. It is understanding that small actions repeated matter. One decision today compounds into decades. Doing nothing also compounds, just in the wrong direction. People feel late because they compare themselves to others. Comparison destroys rational thinking. You only see other people's results. You never see their process. You never see their mistakes. Social media magnifies this illusion. Everyone looks successful overnight. In reality, nothing meaningful happens overnight. Wealth is slow by design. If it were fast, everyone would have it. Feeling late is emotional. Asset accumulation is logical. Logic must lead, emotion must follow. Most people wait for certainty. Certainty never comes. By the time something feels safe, it is expensive. Waiting feels intelligent, waiting feels cautious, but waiting often hides fear. Fear of being wrong, fear of responsibility, fear of commitment. Asset builders accept uncertainty. They understand risk cannot be eliminated, it can only be managed. Doing nothing is also a risk people ignore. Gold reflects human psychology. People ignore gold during good times. People rush to gold during bad times. This pattern repeats endlessly. Gold does not change. People do. Greed dominates in booms. Fear dominates in crises. Gold balances both extremes. It calms greed. It stabilizes fear. This is why gold survives every cycle. Most beginners focus on price. Experienced accumulators focus on allocation. Price is temporary. Allocation is strategic. Gold is not meant to outperform everything. Gold is meant to protect something. That something is your purchasing power. Gold is financial insurance. You do not buy insurance hoping to use it. You buy it hoping you never need it, but you are grateful when you do. Every fiat currency eventually weakens. This is not opinion. This is historical fact. No paper currency has survived forever. Gold has. Systems change. Policies change. Leaders change. Gold remains neutral. Gold does not vote. Gold does not promise. Gold does not explain itself. It simply exists. You do not need high intelligence to accumulate assets. You need discipline. Smart people overthink. Disciplined people act. Overthinking leads to paralysis. Discipline leads to progress. Asset accumulation rewards boring behavior. Repetition, consistency, patience. These qualities are not exciting. They are powerful. Many people say they do not have enough money. This is rarely true. They usually mean they do not have priorities. Asset accumulation scales with behavior. Small amounts invested consistently matter. Large amounts invested emotionally fail. It is not about size. It is about habit. Habits shape outcomes. Outcomes shape lives. Gold does something most assets cannot. It helps you sleep better. Peace of mind has value. Financial stress destroys clarity. Clarity is essential for good decisions. Gold reduces background anxiety. It creates psychological stability. This stability improves every other area of life. Calm people think better. Calm people act better. There is no bell at the top. There is no announcement at the bottom. Markets do not send invitations. You participate by choice. Asset accumulation ignores noise. News is short-term. Assets are long-term. People who consume too much news hesitate. People who follow principles act. Gold is not magic. Gold is not perfect. Gold is a tool. Tools must be used correctly. Overexposure creates imbalance. No exposure creates vulnerability. Balance is the goal. Balance reduces regret. Regret is expensive. Most people wait for confidence. Confidence comes after action, not before. Starting feels uncomfortable. Staying stuck feels familiar. Familiar pain feels safer than unknown growth. Asset builders choose discomfort early. Comfort comes later. The order matters. When you think long-term, your behavior changes. Your spending changes. Your conversations change. Your goals change. You stop chasing trends. You stop chasing approval. You start building quietly. Quiet building creates strong foundations. Strong foundations support freedom. Asset accumulation is not a tactic. It is an identity. It is choosing future stability over present pleasure. It is choosing ownership over appearance. Time will pass anyway. The only question is how prepared you will be. Gold is not the destination. It is part of the journey, a journey toward security, a journey toward independence, a journey toward choice. The path is not crowded, because patience is rare, and rarity creates value. The question, is it too late? Sounds logical, but it is the wrong question. The right question is late compared to what? Late compared to yesterday, early compared to the next decade. Time does not stop giving opportunities, it only rewards those who act. People confuse price with value. Price moves, value endures. Asset accumulation about value, not headlines. Every generation believes opportunities are gone. This belief repeats every cycle. People said it was too late decades ago. They were wrong. People say it is too late today. They will be wrong again. The future always looks obvious in hindsight, but confusing in real time. This confusion filters participants. Only the patient remain. Markets move in cycles. Economies move in cycles. Human behavior moves in cycles. Fear and greed alternate endlessly. Asset accumulation respects cycles. Speculation fights cycles. Fighting cycles is exhausting. Respecting cycles is sustainable. Gold benefits from this respect. Because gold does not need perfect timing. 5 years feels long to most people. It is not. 10 years feels intimidating. It should not. 30 years changes lives. Most people never think that far. Asset builders do. Long-term thinking reduces stress. It removes urgency. It removes panic. It replaces reaction with intention. Complexity feels intelligent. Simplicity works. Most financial mistakes come from complexity. Too many rules, too many opinions. Too much noise. Asset accumulation is simple. Not easy, but simple. Spend less than you earn. Convert excess into assets. Protect purchasing power. Repeat consistently. Principle 1 is patience. Time is the main ingredient. Without time, nothing compounds. Principle 2 is consistency. Irregular action creates irregular results. Principle 3 is emotional control. Markets test emotions relentlessly. Calm beats clever. Principle 4 is humility. No one predicts everything correctly. Flexibility protects capital. Principle 5 is responsibility. No one else is coming to save you. Gold is not about optimism. Gold is about realism. It accepts uncertainty. It accepts imperfection. It accepts human nature. Gold does not require belief. It only requires respect. Respect for history. Respect for risk. Respect for balance. Results come late. Effort comes early. This mismatch discourages beginners. Most quit right before progress appears. Asset accumulation rewards endurance. Endurance is rare. That rarity creates advantage. Staying power is underestimated, but powerful. Freedom is not chased directly. It emerges quietly. It appears when pressure disappears. Financial pressure fades with assets. Assets create options. Options create choice. Choice creates freedom. This process cannot be rushed, but it can be trusted. If you never accumulate assets, time still passes, expenses still rise, energy still declines. Dependence increases, stress increases, regret grows quietly. Regret is heavier than effort. Effort ends, regret stays. Nothing dramatic happens immediately. That is the point. Quiet progress begins, habits shift, perspective changes, fear slowly reduces, control slowly increases. 1 year passes, then 5, then 10. Looking back feels different? You are no longer guessing, you are building. Asset accumulation is not about beating others. It is about protecting yourself. It is not about prediction. It is about preparation. It is not about speed. It is about direction. Direction matters more than pace. Is it too late to accumulate assets? No, it has never been too late. The only real mistake is never starting. The second mistake is stopping too early. Everything else is noise. You do not need permission to begin. You do not need perfect conditions. You do not need certainty. You need commitment. Time will move forward regardless. Inflation will continue regardless. Systems will change regardless. Your preparation is optional, but the consequences are not. Asset accumulation is a choice. A quiet choice, a disciplined choice. A powerful choice. Gold is not the hero. You are. Gold is simply a tool, used wisely, over time. It is never too late to accumulate assets. It is only too late when time runs out, and time is running for everyone. The question is what you will do with it.